And Koopa's the one that runs through town. The big one. Yeah.
This is Kupa.
Okay.
This is center of the town.
Right.
Museum is about here.
Okay.
This is River Odra and Sava.
Okay.
Croatia, 2006 and 2007. Building bridges from Texas to Croatia. Please pray for this ministry. Croatia, small country in Eastern Europe just across the Adriatic Sea from Italy. Here you see a 15th century fort in Sisak, Croatia, where the boys pass every day on their way to the fields. Thank you for your support. You made these trips possible. How this ministry got started. JD and Ellen Harris, a couple from Pearland, started these baseball English camps 4 years ago. Here you see an advertisement that the Sisak Storks placed across the city to advertise for the camp. In 2006, we took 6 members. In 2007, we had 16 that went with us. We were so excited. In fact, I'm excited that my wife Debbie and my oldest son Grant were able to go. We took these 16 people and broke them up into 2 groups. One did the baseball English class in Sisak, the other did youth camp improvements at the youth camp. 2008, we have over 25 people interested in going to Croatia. God has really grown this ministry. Stefan is the person who got me started, a young man from Croatia who emailed me and said, "Coach, I want you to come." The past 2 summers, Stefan has had the chance to come and spend time with us, going to church and studying the game of baseball at Texas Baseball Academy. The people in Croatia who took care of us. Here you see picture Stefan and his family, his mother Svetlana, his sister Manuela, and his dad Branko. We had a chance to go and to their apartment, go to their house, go to their country home, and just have a great time with them. Here you see pictured Timi and his mom Anna and his dad Janko. We had 11 people stay with them in their house just outside of Sisak. Anna cooked for us every day. We just had a great time of fellowship with these people. Here's Coach Daniel of the Sisak Storks. He and his captains, Nevin and Martin, were very helpful in organizing the camp. Gifts from our children to theirs. Our Sunday school ministry got together and raised enough money to send 48 baseballs. They signed them, autographed them, and we sent them and brought them to each player in the camp. Each participant got a signed baseball from our children to theirs, and they were very, very proud of their new possessions. Each day we got ready for camp. We had over 40 participants each day for camp. We got them organized and told them exactly what we were going to do for that day. Learning the game at camp, you name it, we did it. Fielding, throwing, catching, hitting. We had a ball learning the game of baseball and watching them get better and better each and every day, from running skills to hitting skills to fielding skills. On our last day, we had a baseball Olympics. Here we participated in several fun games, and we played also a home run derby. It was a real treat to watch these young people try to hit the ball over the fence. This is a national pastime, even in Croatia. We had over 9 girls participate every day in camp, and here you see a group of proud campers in their brand new baseball uniforms, donated by several area little leagues. We had awards on the last day. We awarded the winning team and also got a chance to pass out participation certificates. We worked with the Sisak Storks and we taught them one game called Flip. It's a great hand-eye coordination. The opportunity to teach them, they wanted to play it every day just because it was a lot of fun. We also taught them running drills, fielding drills, and worked with the Sisak Storks to make them a better baseball club. Equipment and gifts donated by you. Several area Little Leagues, West University, Sagemont Little League, First Colony Little League, all donated equipment plus individuals. They gave us gloves, and you can see here by the way they've put their new gloves on their fence how proud they were of them. And here is one individual camper who is very proud of his new baseball glove. We also brought baseball bats. Thank you very much for your support. We brought a brand new batting cage donated by Mule Tech. This was a great opportunity to show them that they could play the game of baseball and only have 2 people, one to throw and one to hit, and didn't have to chase the baseball all over the field. We also got a chance to bring new baseball uniforms to the Sisak Storks. They absolutely were proud of these new uniforms. I got a chance to coach a game over on the coast. We unfortunately lost. We were heading to the last inning. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. We dropped a fly ball and allowed a run 2 runs to score to beat us. One thing we take for granted is Gatorade. They had heard of it, but never tried it. We brought some powder. They mixed it, and sometimes it was good and sometimes a little bit strong, but they enjoyed it. We just had a great time with these young boys and girls and watching them grow and learning more about the game of baseball. We also had the opportunity just to have some fun with them in between times, and you can see from the looks on their faces that they had a great time. And you can see by your support, you made a difference in Sisak, Croatia, in these young boys and girls' hearts. We also got a chance to teach some English. We taught them conversational English using the Bible as our reading source. We also got a chance to teach them several things in the game of baseball. They participated in classroom and activities of games and learning baseball positions and different parts of the body that are important in the teaching aspect. We used several of the older Sisak Storks to help us with interpretation. Every day they had homework, and they came back after the time at home and got a chance to review it and then recite it to our instructors, and if they did well, they received a baseball card. And your donations of baseball cards were extremely helpful and very exciting to get by these young campers. We started prayer every day for the camp and as well as practice with the Storks. Here you see a picture of the youth camp directors, Alan and Charlene Hiller. As I mentioned, we took one group up to the youth mountains in the camp, and this is a picture of the youth camp that they use for camping ministries in the summer. This is the main cabin of the youth camp. We took a group there to do some camp improvements, and they did removal of a lot of soil and rock to build a retaining wall. Here's one of the cabins in which they stayed in. It's a beautiful location just outside of Sisak. Here's what we call the Whataburger window. May I help you, please? We took young boys, one of them here is one of my sons, and several other high school and adults, and removed, as I mentioned, soil and rock from an area in which they wanted to build a retaining wall to help with drainage. They removed tons and tons, wheelbarrows and wheelbarrows full of soil and rock. Here's the finished retaining wall that a mission trip put together after we left. You see that they used the rock that we found there in that location to finish off the wall. We also did some improvements on building some steps up a slippery slope. This was a definite need for safety, and the opportunity to do so was a big blessing for Alan and Charlene. We used this time to build relationships, and the opportunity to take this many people just allowed us to touch more and more lives. We had a chance to sing songs after camp. We had a chance to sing with adults, the parents, and some of the kids. Here's Bronco, Stefan's father, that I got a chance to build a great relationship with. The ladies on our trip were able to be an encouragement to Charlene and had the opportunity to build relationships with other women in Croatia. Here they're learning a Croatian dance. We took this time and opportunity to build relationships with the boys of the Sisak Storks as well as the campers that came to camp. This gave us a valuable opportunity to develop a trusting friendship. Here you see members of the Sisak Storks, the baseball club, there in Sisak. One evening, we had an opportunity to take the Sisak Storks up to the camp in the mountains at Alan and Charlene. We spent some time around the campfire singing songs and just having a good time. They also taught us ping pong. A game around the ping pong table I'm not sure had too many rules. And one thing is for sure, you don't want to play Croatians in the sport of ping pong because they are extremely talented. They also got the chance to roast some marshmallows for the very first time. Sometimes those marshmallows were perfect, and other times charbroiled just like they are here in the United States. Baseball players worked with us at camp the next morning. We got up, had breakfast, had a chance for devotions, and then spent some time working around the camp and making camp improvements for Alan and Charlene. This was awesome. One evening they had a barbecue dinner in our honor. Yes, they used a real pig, and it was roasted over an open fire, and it was absolutely delicious. We had over 70 people come and join us in that dinner. They brought pastries, they brought salads, they brought drink, and the opportunity to sit and share and spend time with them was an absolute treat. It's a time in which we will never forget. Their willingness to share what they have with us. We also had the opportunity to go to church on several different occasions. Here we went to church up in the mountains in a city that is very little left. It was bombed out after the following of the Civil War in '95 ended. We went to church in an old bombed out school, a school that was almost completely destroyed by the Army. It was filthy, it was a mess. Several of the floorboards were dug up and used for firewood. But these people, these Christians came in, took their time to clean it. They got some paint, they got ceiling fans, they got curtains, and they made this place a place of worship. And what an awesome service it was, the opportunity to sing and share with them. After the service, they offered us food from their tables, pastries that were out of this world, gave us an opportunity to sit and have fellowship with them. And these people have touched our hearts and touched our lives, and they will never be forgotten. This was the largest church I'd ever been to, not by the number of people, but by the size of their hearts. When it came time to say goodbye, we had several people that came to see us off, to thank us for coming and to invite us back for next year. My favorite picture, my two sons, Stefan from Croatia and my own son, Grant. Gifts from those in Croatia. The people there gave us a brick and a Roman coin, dates back to 363 AD. Also, the Sisak Storks signed a jersey for me to take back to West University Little League for their support, and I was able to present it at opening ceremonies. Oh, I almost forgot. We did go and enjoy some fabulous ice cream. In fact, I enjoyed it every day and sometimes twice a day, as well as many of the others who were on the trip. If you ever get a chance to go, you gotta try the ice cream. Sladoled. It's awesome. 2008. Looking to build a baseball field in Sisak, Croatia. For the Sisak Storks and the baseball camp. The existing field is an old soccer field. They're not even allowed to place a pitching mound on it. It has no protective fencing and it has no backstop. You can see there's very little grass. But they have been given some field donated to them by the city. Here down the steps you see the field there. It's just south of the existing field that they play on, which is in the background here. I'm standing at where home plate could be someday. Let's make this dream possible for the boys in Croatia. The boys took it upon themselves to try and clear the field by themselves, taking their hoes, their axes, and their rakes. Thank you for your support, prayer, and help in making this mission a success. God used you to touch lives in Croatia. God taught our family so much while we were there. I even learned a little Croatian. Jedan, dva, tre, 1, 2, 3. But my favorite numbers are 8 and 9. Awesome, David. Can't beat that. God used us, the Moss family, by getting us out of our box and out of our comfort zone to go to Croatia, where He could use us for His glory. And we were blessed beyond measure. Again, we say, Vala, thank you in Croatian for all your help.
Fellowship Bible Church. Go ahead and say Fellowship Bible Church.
Yeah, that's the way you say
From
it.
Texas, Bible Church.
Get that.
Right, Martin?
Listen to his accent. He has Texas accent.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Fellowship Bible Church, for sins. At the farm, Sisak Storks. Thank you, Fellowship Bible Church, for coaches to sins. Brothers or sisters?
From who?
Sisak Storks.
Ah.
I don't know, Zach. What do you know? I don't know. Do you think we can spell West U? Lay down on floor.
Thank you, West University. This is for you.
There you go. Good.